This is the POCO C40, POCO's latest budget-friendly device from its brand new C series. So it has been a little more than a week since I shared my first impression about this phone, where I said that this device could yield surprising results in the long run. And since then I have been using it as my daily driver. I must say POCO C40 indeed surprised me with its performance. So in today's video, let's find out how good it actually is and whether you should consider buying it or not. Let's go over some of its tech specs and let's try it out. The POCO C40 is 169 by 76 by 9mm in size and weighs in at 204 grams. On the front, it's got a 6.71 inch HD Plus display with a 1650 by 720 pixels resolution. It has got a 5-megapixel front-facing camera in that drop design, and the front is covered with Gorilla Glass protection, which is quite impressive. On the inside, it has got a JLQ JR510 processor, which is a new entry-level chipset. It also got a very nice 6000 mAh battery that supports up to 18 watt fast charging. POCO C40 has got a dual camera setup with a 13 megapixel main camera and a 2 megapixel depth camera sensor.
POCO C40 comes with the rear fingerprint scanner and AI face unlock. You get a 3.5mm headphone jack as well. It's also dust and splash resistant for some added protection, and you get the SD card support too.
First thing first, how is the design and build quality? POCO C40 offers a pretty unique design. You get to see the camera module, the fingerprint sensor and a huge POCO logo on the top part of the back. Personally, I prefer to have such logos on back of my phone, and POCO C40 looks absolutely cool with it. Even in the most affordable price range, POCO provided a high quality build for the C40. The leather-like textured finish feels so good at hand. I usually prefer glass back design, but undoubtedly POCO did an excellent job in giving a premium feel for the POCO C40's build and design. At the top you get the 3.5mm headphone jack, which is my absolute favorite. On the right side, usual volume and power buttons can be found, and at the bottom comes the charging port alongside a single speaker and a mic. On the left side you get a dual SIM and SD card tray. Yes, it supports an SD card, and that's the one thing about the phone that I love the most, as I really don't need to worry about the storage. Overall, POCO C40 offers a solid build and kind of an unique design that you would definitely fall in love with. Moving on to the display side of things, POCO C40 features an ultra-large 6.71 inch HD Plus display with a peak brightness of 400 nits. The display is protected with Corning Gorilla Glass, which makes it resistant to everyday wear and tear. Now the size of POCO C40 fits my choice absolutely. In fact, I was quite excited to find out that it's the largest display ever featured on a POCO smartphone. The larger screen makes the viewing experience more pleasant on a whole. The contrast level, colors and sharpness is pretty good. The screen looks good from all the viewing angles. I have watched quite a few movies and series on C40 and have enjoyed them a lot. Actually, the display of C40 has come out to be even better than I expected. So whether you are watching movies alone or binge watching it with your buddies, POCO C40 can provide you a stunning visual experience both while on the move or even at home. The bottom chin seemed to be a bit larger for me, but I am fine with the bezels it has got on all sides considering the price point and other power features it has incorporated. Light mode versus dark mode debate is a kind of never ending. Personally, I am a dark mode lover. On your POCO C40, you can schedule the dark mode to some specific time as and when you require. You can also change the color and contrast of your screen from the given profiles as per your preference. Usually this feature comes helpful in different lighting scenarios and environments. Even in outdoors, the display remains clearly visible, although it does not show up to be as vivid as it comes in indoors, but you would definitely have no issues while viewing through its display even on bright sunshine. The automatic brightness works perfectly as well. Another interesting feature is the reading mode. It lets you adjust the color temperature to suit your eyes. I always use this mode during bedtime or especially when I am reading my ebooks on phone. This feature makes reading more pleasant by optimizing the device screen. On a whole, it gives you about an 82% screen to body ratio. So POCO C40 provides a top-notch display in its price range. Talking about the camera, POCO C40 comes with a dual back camera array that has a 13 megapixel main camera and 2 megapixel depth sensor. On the front, we get a 5 megapixel camera. I have tested the camera in both bright daylight and low light conditions, even during the night time. The bright daylight photos have come out to be excellent. They retain the actual color and tone, no issues with the contrast and vividness as well. So for me, they are perfectly captured, and I really admire how in the price range POCO has managed to offer such a decent camera performance. Even the low light photos have brought great results too. Well, in too much darkness, of course, a bit of noise and grain would be creeping in, but you can use the designated night mode for such light conditions. Night shot results have come out even better than I expected. On the video front, we get 1080 30fps video recording. Although it does not offer any stabilization, but videos have come out of pretty decent quality during daytime. Videos taken during nighttime also shows some nice results, although at some parts you would notice the darkness and the noise, but still the outcome is acceptable. Selfie camera was quite good too in my testing. Video recorded on front camera are of quite good quality as well with a bit of details. Portrait mode does a great job of focusing on your subject while putting a nice blur on the rest of the photo. Inside the camera app, you get a plenty of cool features that includes manual pro mode, time-lapse short video function. We also get features like focus peaking and exposure verification for our shoot. You also get some amazing filters in the MIUI gallery app which further enhances your images and videos. I love to play around with various effects available over here. Overall, the camera of POCO C40 brings you a satisfactory results. POCO C40 is powered by JLQ Technologies' latest high-performance octa-core JR510 processor that's built on an 11nm process with 8 Cortex A55 cores running up to 2.0 GHz. Although it's a new entry-level chipset and chances are quite high that you haven't heard about it before, but on the performance side, it gives you pretty good experience for the given price range. Gaming has been quite fun on it. For all the basic games, it gives you the best graphic experience, no doubt. I have tried Call of Duty Mobile on medium graphics settings, and that was an absolute smooth experience with a little to no frame drops. One thing I missed genuinely is the game turbo. It is one of the most favorite features to boost the gaming performance on POCO phones, and lack of it on POCO C40 was a real heartbreak for me. But even without the game turbo, POCO C40 handled my everyday gaming very well. I enjoyed playing various games on it and never felt any jitter disturbing my gameplay. You get the basic 60Hz refresh rate on POCO C40, but the absence of high refresh rate won't disrupt your day-to-day tasks at all. The scrolling and swiping through is quite smooth with no to minimum hiccups. Even the multitasking was quite impressive. The only lagging I faced was while watching 4K videos on YouTube, but that was not very consistent. Whether going through my social media feed or launching app or just doing some basic daily tasks, POCO C40 provided a stable performance for my daily needs. POCO C40 comes with Android 11 with the latest MIUI 13 for POCO. I got the 464 variant of POCO C40. As I mentioned before, the storage would not be an issue as you can expand that easily with the SD card. Also with MIUI 13, you get the memory extension option. That's active by default, but you can also disable it if you like. Here I have had 1GB of internal storage reserved to serve as RAM extension. Now if you are familiar with POCO phones and MIUI, you pretty much know what to expect from it. But what needs a special mention is the theme center. There are tons of amazing themes around which lets you customize your phone any way you want. A simple swiping down from left part of the screen would bring the notification center, while pulling down from the right you would get the control center. POCO C40 has got the physical fingerprint scanner located just below the camera setup at the back. The position is very much convenient and it's quite fast. Accuracy is superb too, so no complaints on this part. Overall, I got a smooth and fluid experience for my daily usage without any lag at all. One of the most impressive thing about the POCO C40 is its battery. POCO C40 comes with a massive 6000 mAh battery and gives an impressive battery life overall. If you aren't doing excessive heavy usage, you can easily make it through a full day on a single charge. During my usage, I have always ended up with around 40% battery still while going to bed. Considering the amount of time I have spent on YouTube or gaming, standby time came out to be pretty good too. You also get the ultra battery saver mode, which turns off all apps and features except texts and calls and turns the color of the screen into the dark theme in order to conserve battery. Although you get a 10-watt charger with the box, POCO C40 actually supports up to 18-watt fast charging, which would help in cutting down the charging time significantly. So on a whole, I could not expect more from its battery. It exactly matched my expectations. POCO C40 features a single bottom firing speaker. The sound quality is absolutely great and loud despite of having the single speaker. From movies to music to gaming, the sound comes out very much clear and of high quality. POCO C40 comes with one of my favorite things, and that's a 3.5mm headphone jack. Through the earphone also, sound comes very nice. And not to forget, you get the FM radio. I don't remember when was the last time I used FM on my phone. But as POCO C40 has incorporated it, I am definitely going to use it more often now. It's fun. Overall, POCO C40 gives you an excellent audio performance whether you are watching videos or listening to music. Finally, time to talk about my views on POCO C40. First of all, what makes POCO C40 such a worthy consideration in first place? Well, it's absolutely the pricing and the power feature it brings in such an affordable price range. The design is unique and beautiful, especially on the back side. It gives you such a feel-good vibe while holding the device on hand. It's kind of a cool and stylish. The display is of great quality too. You will definitely enjoy watching contents on it, be it for hours or for a shorter period of time. Personally, I have enjoyed watching movies on it a lot. The solid battery life is undoubtedly one of the best part of POCO C40. POCO C40 also includes two of the major fan favorite features like 3.5mm headphone jack and the SD card support. Honestly, I can't thank POCO enough for these. Gaming for hours did not create any issue at all. In fact, I quite enjoyed playing games on C40. The camera performance is satisfactory as well. While zooming in the photos, it still looks quite great. So overall, an unique and dynamic design, solid battery life, excellent day-to-day performances, great camera quality, impressive audio-visual experience. That's everything POCO C40 brings on board for you. It gives you the best possible experience at the given price range for anything you do, from gaming to watching videos or simply day-to-day tasks. I have thoroughly enjoyed using the POCO C40 and I can highly recommend it to you guys if you are looking for a budget-friendly daily driver that would give a solid performance. So that's all for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have any further questions about this device or if you have any feedback for my videos, do let me know in the comments. Till then, take care and stay safe.